Circle down, circle down, palm me. Too many different type of girl in the party, so one of them just have to come wine palm me. Circle down, palm me. Too many different type of girl in the party, so one of them just have to come wine palm me. Always there when I come.
Hey guys, so welcome to the Turkish Delight Show with your girl Turkish Delight Sev. So this episode I've decided to kind of like switch it up a little bit. I've got two very special guests, so you're going to be getting a bit of an insight on the male perspective on relationships, dating, love and titles. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. Alright, so guys, title for today is When He Tells You That He Is Not Ready for a Relationship. Alright, so question for today, you ready?
Always ready.
How ready are you? Japan?
As ready as I need to be.
Alright, so I'm just going to introduce my first special guest for this episode is...
Javan Young.
So Javan, the first question I've got, yeah?
Go on.
I want to know. So, from a male perspective, do you feel men don't like to commit?
Do men like to commit?
Don't. Do you feel, from a male perspective, do you feel men don't like to commit?
Well, do we need to?
Wow.
Tell me the perks. Tell me the perks of committing. What's the perks? Like, what can I get if I commit that I can't get if I don't commit?
Well,
That's the question.
Well, I guess these days there's not much different, is there? Yeah, I guess so. But I do think there is like a recipe for why maybe somebody would commit. I do kind of feel like there would be something in a female that would make a man want to commit. But if you're obviously talking about being intimate and getting all the kind of pros of a relationship, then yeah, I guess I feel you. But I just want to know, like, honestly, do you feel, because of how it is at the moment and it's so easy to maybe get all the pros of a relationship, that this is why potentially men are not committing?
Probably. I think so. I feel like it's either you're married or you're not. If you're married, you're engaged, you live together, or you're not. I don't see no relationship in the Bible. I don't know. I don't see it in the Bible. Come on, I don't see no relationship. It's not real. It's not valid. So, do you understand?
Okay, so you feel like it's just free. There's just free. So if it's a relationship, is it even important then? From when you're saying...
No, it's got to be important to me because it's important to you. As a man, it's important to the girl. So
Yeah.
for that reason, we have to acknowledge it as something because it's important to you. Does that make any sense? But I don't know. Like often, like people seem to want to own people. So I guess when I was younger, a bit more insecure, not sure who I was, I might be like, yeah, boom, wifey, you're the wife, like you're mine, innit? Like really, if you listen to the words I'm saying, really, I'm indirectly saying like, you know how we talk as men, that's mine. Got her on lock. That's mine. It's an insecurity thing. Like people are trying to own each other. You feel me?
All right then, yeah, that kind of
And
makes sense.
when you get a bit older, in my case, when I grew up and become a bit wiser, I had no more need for that ownership. Do you understand?
Okay, so do you feel like maybe that's where things have changed a little bit over the generation, where it was kind of more a need to commit then and not to commit now? Is that what you're
100%.
kind of saying then?
Yeah, and I think there's definitely a big thing of like men, man. Okay, so I feel like this is where the conflict comes in. I'm going to be so honest, but I don't want no man getting mad at me. Ring me and say, bro, fam, I used telling the whole
Disclaimer.
I used telling the whole things like that on the. You get me? Come
Just
on.
tell them this is unfiltered.
Bro, I'm not telling them. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Okay, so why am I gonna be locked off in a situation? Yeah. Obviously, as men, we want the best. We want the best. So it's like people get hurt. You're going through people to find the best person. Do you understand? And see, for men, in our minds, the grass is always greener. Oh, come on, the grass is in our minds. No, it's not really greener. No. Sorry. You get straight. No, the grass is not greener. It hardly ever is.
Feel
in
like
a man's
it
mind,
is?
because men, it's like it's like a conquest thing for us, isn't it? To a degree, it's about acquirements and getting and challenges and. Do you get me? So for that reason, I guess a man's always you're trying to find the best. And then when in our mind we think, yeah, boom, this person is the person who represents me the best, the way someone represents me, and I want to keep her forever. Then boom.
That's when you feel like that's when a guy is basically likely to commit.
Yeah, that's when a man will lock it down.
So from what it sounds,
because I felt I contradicted myself a bit there. So edit this around.
Hey, we're not editing.
I'm being honest.
Editing. This is unfiltered.
Hey. No, but okay, I'll change that. Let me say it again. So really, when you're boom, as a big man, because there's little man and big man when you're younger. As a big man, when I meet a woman and I'm like, see you're special. Mm-hmm. You're better than all the rest of them. Mm-hmm. Like I'm sure in it. Mm. Like there's no, and that's been a while. It's not an often thing, bro.
I'm over here. So
it's not a common thing. When it happens, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, so when you got something that you're like, right, this is special.
Yeah.
I need to keep this. There's no better than this. This is the way. That's when a man will commit to you. That's the truth. Bottom line. Done.
But looking at it from what I'm like taking on what you're saying, it seems like it's a long process then before a girl would actually kind of have any sort of commitment from a guy, because how would you know she's special? Would you just know she's special like that?
It's not a quick thing. It's not a quick thing to get the commitment. We're gonna date for a bit. We're gonna spend time, hang out for a bit. We're gonna hang out, and then when I decide that I need to keep you forever, or when a man decides like, boom, that's my forever, that's when he'll commit to you. Until then, when a man's not, most of the girls like this, tell the truth. I'm gonna tell the truth. Can I tell them the truth?
Go on.
Their man's not really sure about them. That's why the guy that's linking them not really sure. That's why he ain't commit to them. That's the truth. He's linking you. You're cool, but he's not really sure. Or he's looking at you, babes, like we're doing this.
Thank you.
When a man's that's the truth.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I tell the truth. He's not sure. Make him sure, innit?
Yeah.
Or just blame yourself. Make him sure or just blame yourself. Don't blame him. Let him live his life.
But it is true. But and then, so would you say, like, and ladies, like, this is why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I feel like sometimes we need that clarification. I feel like there's so many, do you know what I mean? Like
there's so many different ways.
I don't know. I think like there's so many kind of blind spots where females are not sure. Yeah. But the reality is, I believe, if a guy has not committed to you, he's not sure about you.
He's not scared to lose you either.
Basically. Yeah, I know.
I
agree.
Like, whatever, man. No one better than me ain't taking her. One of them ones, he's thinking like that. But when you got a girl that's amazing and you know that, listen, if I leave her for a second, someone serious is taking it. Someone I can't get her back from. So when you get them girls there, you have to.
But then does that not also come down? Also have special guests.
Sean Wigan.
Welcome, Wigan.
The cleaner.
Welcome to the Turkish Delight Show. So you're also gonna come and bring us some gems, right? Unfiltered truths. Yeah.
We're all individuals. I can talk from my perspective, and some men can feel me, some men can't. Some females can feel me, some females can't. Are we scared to commit? I'm not afraid to commit, but I think it depends on where you're coming from, your experiences you've been through, your childhood, things you've had access to. If you've been in a home and you're used to mum and dad and you're used to seeing relationships around you, your family network. So I think all that's important. It plays a part. In regards to commitment, is the quality there?
Quality.
Is the quality there?
Okay.
Commitment's a big word, and I think some people don't understand the seriousness of the word commitment. It's not just about, do you know what I mean, like being with someone for a certain amount of time. It's withstanding, do you know what I mean? It's being a root, being able to withstand a lot of stress, arguments, drama. It's not just the good times, the bad times. So when you say commit, I would say a lot of people are afraid to commit because commitment's a serious thing. And I think in this generation, to be honest with you, I don't think in this fast moving generation with so many distractions and so many things going on and us having access to so many like negativity and so many corruption, I just think that it's hard to commit. Why would you want to commit when all you see is, I don't know, 5'4", big bums, big breast models on your eye 24/7. But then when a normal girl walks past you, that's got a proper container inside her, do you know what I mean? That knows herself, but she's not what the TV screen shows you. We can't commit to that because it's not the image. Do you know what I mean? So I think the commitment is like knowing in yourself as well if you're ready to withstand the long-term sacrifice of a
So yeah, where
relationship.
you've got like quite very similar to Javan's kind of perspective, but slightly different in the sense of you feel it's not just about maybe a woman not basically being, amazing enough. It may just be due to the fact that where he's also at in his life. Is that what you would say? Or do
Yeah,
you think it
I
does
mean-
come down to the woman? Like, if he doesn't commit to her, it's because he's unsure of her.
Look. You have to understand as an individual where you're at in your life. That's the first thing. You need to know where you're at in your life. Do you understand? And you need to be able to understand also like what's not good within you. And until you know what's not good within you, then you can't change. Do you understand? You're only going to change what you don't like. So until you identify within yourself what you don't like about you, then you can't really change. So the commitment thing has to come from both sides. You can't just commit to anyone. Not everyone's worth that commitment. Not everyone's worth that sacrifice. Some people, you might meet a woman that, or I might meet a woman that I feel like, wow, I want to commit to this person. But why do I want to commit to that person? Do you know what I mean?
What is it then? What is it? Why?
Well,
Why is
but
it?
these are my boxes. We haven't come to talk about mine. We haven't come to discuss my boxes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But
Okay, yeah.
what I like, another
Yeah.
man doesn't like. What I'm
Okay.
going to commit to,
Yeah.
another man's not
I
going to
agree.
commit to.
Yeah. I
Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm attracted to certain things. Do you understand what I mean? And it's more than just the external. For me, anyway.
Yeah.
I'm a deep spiritual person. Do you know what I mean? And I've gone down a road of like lost in regards to like in my mind I want commitment.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like who doesn't? Well, some people don't, but
Majority, I think people do.
Like long term,
Yeah.
but I'm 30 odd years old now. Do you know what I mean? Like you want a home, you want a missus, you want a family. Do you know what I mean? You want to big up my dog Charlie. He's got a new dog. you want a dog. You get me? You want these things.
Yeah.
So you have to strive for it. Like you have to be able to commit to something in your life, and not even relationships. It's just things in general. Like, and it can hinder relationships if you can't commit to other things in your life, i.e. work. Some people can't even hold down jobs.
That's true.
Do you know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
and you have to look at these things. I'm not gonna lie. I can't be with a woman
Yeah.
that can't hold down. If you can't hold down a job, how you holding down a relationship?
True.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And you have to look at these things, and I think you need to just be aware of who it is you want to commit to. You can't just commit to anyone, like I said.
And would you say as well, like, it takes a little while to know that you need to commit to this person, or do you think you can just
Listen,
determine quite quickly?
It takes, from my perspective,
Yeah.
you can't just. It takes. Forget honeymoon period.
Yeah.
Everything's rosy.
Yeah.
Like, get over that.
Yeah.
I just think it takes. You can be with someone for 5 years
Yeah.
and you do not know who that person is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it takes time to identify who that person is. You're not going to know that within a year, 2 years, 3 years. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're both getting to know each other. Do you understand what I mean? All you can probably do, like, it's going to take time. All you can probably do is kind of like go through different issues with each other, go through different trimesters with each other and highs and lows, and through that process, that's when you realise if you can commit to that person. You can't just say I want to commit to that person. You don't know that person. And sometimes people don't even know who they are. Do you know what I mean?
True,
Like, you don't even know who you are, but you want to commit to someone and you want someone to commit to you, but you don't know who you are.
I'm scared. Listen, to tell you the truth here, when a man's really into a girl and it's the right one, man will fight with lions. And we'll go to over a lion. Man will be in a cage, me and lion, little cage, you know, ready to go to war for that girl because I really, really want her. Like, that's how it is. Because see, man, for me, feel like, yeah, that's the one. We'll do it. But if he's not like that with you, he's not rating you like that.
I do believe that there are certain men and women out there who genuinely are scared of commitment, and you can tell because they start self-sabotaging the relationship. They start doing things out of character.
But I don't think that's because they don't want to commit.
Okay, I like that.
I think that's because they're not the one to commit to.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? When you got a man and a woman, yeah, and why don't they want to commit with each other? I don't think that a man and woman, like I said before, I don't really think that you get a man, you get a woman, why do you not want to commit? Once again, I think it's the question of why don't you want to? You understand? And I think there's a lot of things going on around us that is making us not want to commit.
Okay.
My grandma, my granddad, they're together 70 years, 8 years. Do you understand? That generation there, that's it, marriage. Do you know what I mean? And when I was growing up, in my mind, my grandma and my granddad was happy. Do you know what I mean? And it wasn't until now me and my grandma can reason she wasn't happy through a lot of the times.
Okay.
She was going through her battles. She was going through madness. Do you understand? And even though she was going through her madness, we never had access to that. Do you know what I mean? And I think we have access to too much things right now.
Okay.
And everyone wants everything now. Everyone wants the image. Everyone wants the perfect person when that's not there. And you can't get commitment in that.
Yeah.
So it's not that things are not lasting and people don't want that. It's because people are going for the wrong stuff.
Okay.
And when you go for the wrong things will never last.
Okay, fair enough.
Do you get what I mean? That makes sense.
Do you also? Yeah, no, it does make sense to be honest. Do you also feel like people not also having faith in God?
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
We said,
You should have just dropped that.
yeah, like, you get me. Let me put my alcohol away. She said, God, you know.
The Lord name.
The Lord Jesus. Turn to sermon now.
To the Lord. The Lord said. To the Lord.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So my thing is, do you feel like a lot of people don't have faith in God these days, and that is also affecting people even wanting to commit and court and date these days?
No. Look. See, religion. Let me not say religion. It's not even religion. It's your faith. You see, having a faith, for me, is an anchor. Do you understand? It's something you turn to. It's something you learn from. It's something you grow from. It's things you study. It's not an ignorant mind will say Bible bash. And an uneducated person will say it's Bible bashing and it's godly, it's this, is that. It's not. It's an anchor. Do you understand? And like I said before, I'm a very spiritual and faithful person. And because I am that, I'm not afraid to commit.
Okay.
Because I know who I am.
Okay.
Do you understand? And I know where I've been. And I know what God's done for me. But I can't talk God to someone that ain't ready to talk with God about.
I get that.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I get that.
But I do honestly think that the lack of
Faith.
Should we
say faith then?
The lack of faith is hindering relationships.
Yes.
Because
that's what I feel.
Faith is relationships.
Yeah.
Do you understand
That's
what I mean?
true.
Blessings come through relationships.
That's jeez.
Relationships ain't boyfriend and girlfriend. Relationships are friendships.
Yeah.
Relationships are walking down the road and you know what, you're a nice person. Because you're a nice person, someone wants to talk to you. Because someone wants to talk to you, a door's opened. And because the door's open, you've received a blessing. But you get people that are not ready for that. You get people that are so angry with the world, doors can't open for them. Because they don't know how to manage relationships. They don't know how to be open. They don't know how to commit into something. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's your faith, whether it's your... Whatever you commit into, doors will open. Do you understand? But we're in this world where, like I said, everyone wants everything now. And it's a process. It's a process, but everyone wants it now. And that's why, in this generation, I'll say it, you get a lot of women that will date and will link man that they know has a gal.
Oh, wow.
Because they want everything now. They don't want the process.
Oh, wow.
Do you know what I mean? They're happy to get what they want. Because that's what's been sold to them. They want the image. Do you know what I mean? So if someone can do something for them now, they'll take that. You know why? Because they haven't been taught the sacrifice for the process. They've been taught the promise.
It's true, you know.
They've been taught the promise. They've been taught the goal.
Yeah,
They've been taught the end run. They know what's at the end. But what they don't know is the process, the journey to the goal.
Yeah, I agree.
So you get women that want to link married men. The married man's the goal. But the process to that married man, they're not on it.
Yeah, I know.
They're not on it. They want the man that can fly them out on holiday. Boom. Image. Couple photographs on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's fake. It's all fake.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's fake. It's just fake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's just go for the process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying don't go on holiday. I'm not
I
saying
get
don't
what
link
you're
people.
saying. I get
Because
what
I'm
you're
all for
saying.
it. I'm all for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm all
yeah.
for if you want to date someone and you both have you both agree within what their intent and the content of what their relationship's gonna be, there's no problem with it. There's nothing wrong with going out with a girl on a holiday. There's nothing wrong with flying out a girl and living a mad life. But do you know what? Do that if that's what you want to do. Do you know what I mean? But just that's not the promise. Do you know what I mean? That's not commitment. That's not teaching you commitment.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I agree.
That's not what that is. That's something else.
And I think as well, if you even look back, if you look at, you know, when you look back at when you first had your first relationship, and I can look back at when I first had my first relationship, it was a process and people never understood that. So when they saw, you know, me and my ex at 9 years, thinking, oh my God, yeah, I would love that. But what you don't realise is there was a process. They see me being flown out here, as you said. They see me being flown, but it wasn't always like that. There was do you know what I mean? There was a process. There was the friendship. There was the dating. There was the courting. Every year was more growth. But you're right. I feel like you've just nailed you've nailed it on the head. I couldn't agree anymore.
If it's circle down, pa me. Too many different type of girl in the party. So